Okay, we've got a different kind of deck profile video for you guys today because I have two people. We all rode together in the San Antonio K-Stern Regional. Tell me how you guys did, or tell everyone what you guys did this weekend.
Well, I for one went third because I beat you in rock paper
Okay,
scissors.
there's a big asterisk on that. Yeah, okay, rock paper. Okay, let's explain that.
Yeah, well, basically we tied for third and fourth, and then we rock paper scissors, and I got
crushed.
So,
I got crushed. Yeah.
Got me a
Someone
sweet
gave
box.
me advice on how to win rock paper scissors. Yeah, you got a box, and then Mike, how did you do?
I snuck in 8th place.
You snuck in 8th place.
Lost to
Yeah.
Jose, the man.
Yeah, you lost to the guy who got second, so Jose.
I got a good get on my packs though.
Your decks are pretty different, even though they're both dragon. So we're gonna go with, let's do Tim first and show everybody what you played.
What I
why.
do. Yeah, we'll go through real quick. It's pretty much not that much different than my previous, I guess, video here on the channel. But 3 bell ringers, gotta have it. I mean, that's just aggro hate. Again, Blazing Breast, probably the best removal spell. I finally decided to convert over to some discard mechanics.
I thought you were about to drop Dragon Oracle right there and say something.
No.
I just thought that was the next card.
No.
Sorry.
See, we're going sequential order here, one. See the ones.
So I forgot you're playing it, dude.
Yeah, so I finally decided that, I think I need to do like the discard mechanic.
How did you like it?
I like it a lot. I mean, when you have the engine going, it's great. Some more direct damage, especially in this meta. I feel like a lot more decks heal nowadays, and so this is really, this guy here, it really helps just kind of like ping some more damage and just really get in there for what you need to do. So, oracles. I mean, you have to have that,
obviously.
right? We play dragons here. We ramp. We've got, what is this? Dragon Warrior.
Yep.
Nothing really to say there. To go along with the flutes, we have our Dracomancer's Rights. I mean, you definitely know this. This is basically the second part of your engine. Ping for 2 every time you discard. That's what you gotta do. Serpent Wrath, same. Just, more removal. Replaces itself.
Yep.
Ayala, need the ramp.
How did you like it?
I put it back in. I think she's a weaker card overall now because, I would have to sort of pay attention to Haven. They'll of course banish it. You don't get your ramp anymore. But now, I mean, again, I didn't do so hot against Forest today, even though I did get third. Lost to both Forest matches. That matchup is tough.
Yeah. So for those who are watching, obviously, the Forest was like, I think probably the most or second most represented deck today.
Yeah.
And this, a lot of the Forest players were playing Crystalia Lily, which is bottom decks this card. So like, this might not be a good meta call right now. There's 0 Haven, but yeah, like Tim said, Haven just kind of.
They had the was it the Lily? They had a marvelous what's the one that bounces?
Sunday or Suzuka, right? Silent Suzuka, the top deck.
Silent Suzuka. Then they have the other one that bounces 2-hand. I think.
Ice and Flash. Ice and
Flash. So there's like 3 different bounce spells now. It's a little bit annoying to get that ramp off, but for the matchups, I still think it's a good card. Believe it or not, she's still in there. Forte. I mean,
wow.
Again, I tried to cut her, but just
how
not,
creative.
She's just, I don't know. I just can't do without her.
Her card sucks.
Card's still cracked, I guess, but I do think the card's gotten a little bit more balanced, but it's more of just the other cards getting, I think, a little bit more powerful. And stuff like that.
She's getting power crept slowly.
I mean, Silent Suzuka is basically a mini one, right?
Yeah.
That bounces. Then you've got, of course, your 3 Olivia. Still love this card. I've sort of figured out now, like based on matchups, what 2 sort of functions you do on each each craft, right? So like Abyss.
Like in terms of discard and heal.
Yeah. Now it's almost like a no-brainer, right? Usually against like heal draw or like heal discard, especially against like, I mean, we're trying to combat like Forest. I have to heal and discard because like trying to keep their hand down for. I don't want to get bolted for 8, which they still do somehow. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Conflag, just another like sort of aggro hate removal card, especially against like sword and whatnot. Shenny's still in there.
Why only one?
Why only one? That's what I keep asking everybody. Why only one?
He did nothing wrong.
He did nothing wrong. Exactly. Now we got Forest. I'm getting bolted in the face for 8. Come on now. Like that's worse. Still gotta have him though. I mean, he's still worth just the 1-up and the 1 we'll get to later. Evo slot. I put this young man still back in there. Lucifer. I wasn't too sure about this card because he is definitely fallen off. But I gotta say, like, healing right now very good against, again, like Forest. Forest. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
really.
about it, really.
Right.
Again, without your Shenlongs anymore, these are now the replacements, I think. I might want to try Super Creek in the future. We'll kind of see how that goes, but for now, this is a good flex card. It heals me, and then if I want to go aggressive, I have the option with the Evo. 2 Ricos. This card, I want to kind of like test around with. It really did not perform that well for me today at all. Totally opposite from Jose. It always works for him. Something's always engaged, and he blows things up. For me, again, people were just keeping things standing and just couldn't do it. I'm sitting here on 6 play points and just couldn't utilize her side to do some other things. So definitely want to put probably another one of these Oguri caps in. I only did 2, but she is really good. You know, I thought she was just going to be the next gen dragon where you automatically have to use this to storm phase for 10. But I'm really starting to learn some of her other functions, like the cheaper options if I really need to sort of like just clear board. You know, if you need to clear board and attack something, you don't have to discard 2. You know, you can just clear board and just go from there.
Just feed it like maybe 1 carrot, it turns 6/5 and does 3 to the board.
Yeah,
on
1
strike.
carrot if you really need to. You can do maybe like 2, but...
Oh, I did see you actually against, I think you, well, no, it was 1 carrot. You fed it 1 carrot. They dropped an Rita Bryan on you. So, you know, obviously you guys know it's a 6/8 Aura Bane Ward. So you can't target it, but Tim fed it 1 carrot, became a 6/5, attacks him to the Rita Bryan, so that takes 3 damage, and then they trade. So you answer their 8 with a 7. So you know.
Yeah, that was a really good, because again, there's not very many ways to out that card at all. Like it's pretty stacked card, and so this is one of the main ways to get rid of that. So last card though, Fafnir. I put him back in. I miss him, and so I finally put him back in there.
How did you like him today?
He performed pretty well. He helped me combat Forest a little bit, even though again I still lost to both Forests, but. Again, he just does his job well. He clears boards and puts a big body there. Just watch out for removal, really. One thing you won't notice or will notice is I don't have just...
Timus's Dragon.
I don't have Timus's Dragon anymore. I don't have Genesis Dragon in here.
Yeah, I thought you had withdrawals.
Yeah, I think Oguri is now the way to go for like finishers. In fact, again, I want to kind of put a 3rd, but that Evo deck is a little bit tight. So, yeah, pretty much just standard dragon.
Just go through your Evo list really quick.
Yeah, sure. So, nothing real too surprising. Got the 1 Spellringer. You still got these Dragon Warriors. I kind of want to play around with those, see maybe if I can reduce it to 1, but 2 is pretty consistent.
I was thinking actually cutting to 0. Actually.
To 0.
I was thinking.
So no.
Yeah. Well, just I mean, there was not a lot of aggro. I mean, in this format, you know what I mean? There's like you really not. I mean, okay.
I don't know.
We'll talk about it another day. I guess.
Yeah, we'll talk about it another day. But this still does some work against Forest, I think. So again, I lost to both, so you can't listen to me.
Yeah.
Forte, she's still here. I didn't cut her.
Wow. I'll talk. Huh?
She's just that good. Shenlong. And then Lucy, just for like the flexibility if you want to go aggressive. And then of course the 3 carrots that you need for your Oguri, just too good. So yeah, not much different than my other dragon episode or my dragon profile, but still performing I think pretty well. Just gotta figure out something to do with Forest. That's the only problem I have so far.
Yeah, that's our first big tournament in the new format. So
yeah, did pretty well.
Mike, you ready?
No, but
Mike's definitely ready.
This is gonna be a very, very, very different deck. Like they play very different decks.
I think I don't say that they answered the Forest, but like what I was doing like this morning is not what I was testing with Jose, but everything's the same. Just 3 bells, 3 warriors. I hate this card. 3 Fortes and Shenlong, 3 Olivias, Super Creeks to start off.
Okay.
I like her a lot. 6 cost, no draw Shenlong, which is really nice. It also wards up.
You may or may not have found that out this morning.
I'm still reading
live at the tournament today. Yeah.
Yeah, I realized it doesn't have ward. Yeah, it does, Mike.
No, I'm probably go back to is playing 3 of these and then 2 of the 10 cost ones. And then
Big Mama.
slow the game down a little bit. Yeah, Big Mama. Also was on 2 Rico.
So how did Rico do for you today?
I love Rico. I actually want to continue to fight for a third one. Like, we're just completely different.
Yeah, it's working out for him.
The way my build was more of like a try to control. I try to slow the game, not slow the game. That's incorrect. But try like stay in it with like the Super Creeks. What I was doing before was just like a lot more heal cards. I like board destruction, so I went with two Fafs.
I know you had fun with that.
And then 2 Judgment Dragons. I love this card.
Yep.
Also, I'm gonna cut that. Oh, Super Creeks are staying, but I also don't like.
You want to cut that? You also want to make it Oguri, or?
I definitely want to play Oguris. Like, same thing. You don't have to do the full cost. It's a 6. I mean, the way this deck you'll see is I actually have a lot more cards in my hand where I can discard 2 and really go after it. Also, definitely want to take out.
You want to take out all 3 Dragon Warriors?
Yeah, because I actually do like the
wild.
idea. No, I do like the idea of like the discard side where you can control with like the flute, the burn, these tokens. But then like you can play heal and you can slow the game down. And then what I was doing was I was playing a lot. Okay, there's a ramp card. There it is. Playing a lot of like destruction. Definitely put a third one back. I did 2 Faf and 2 Conflags, but I was also playing triple Path. Just because I love drawing cards. I really love drawing cards. This is also 42, which I can definitely cut stuff down because I don't like to. I see a really good card. I go, I want to play 3 of this. I want to max it out.
It's wild. It's wild you got away with
You know
that
what?
today,
What's
by the way,
wild is that when we played in the last round of Swiss, he still opened Oracle on turn 2 for me. 42 cards.
I draw
actually.
Oracle.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
42
So what would you change about your deck? I mean, you made a lot of remarks now, but like just looking at it in front of you, what would you change
I
about
want to go back to not so like top heavy with like the dragons, but definitely slow it down with Super Creeks. Is it Haishi, the big mama, like 10 cost?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
I want to test with the discard engine to control, not so much control, but like play with like a guaranteed token generator each turn, and then just like slow it down, but still like more control, like the pops, and still drawing cards with a path. So
Yeah, if Forest is the meta, I think that's a really good way to take Dragon, is making it big heals. I mean, healing 10 is gonna, Forest doesn't have this unlimited arsenal of damage, so but yeah, I mean, if we've learned anything today, Forest is incredibly dominant. So your evolved deck actually generally the same.
Just generic.
Generally the same. Yeah.
I mean, if probably this goes,
Third Forte,
those go.
you
It's
get
really
all
just
the
be-
room for carrots.
With carrots because of the
Super Creek.
Super Creeks, and then with a
And that did come up today. You did carrot a Super Creek to
Yes.
slam into something. So
These is nice.
yeah.
You slam into it and then you ward. So
Yep.
that
Well,
was mine.
I'm excited to see how you guys change this, and I guess we'll see you guys in Houston.